looking forward to making a voiceover for this video because while editing down the footage, I noticed I have a pretty chaotic mess. I wanted my island to look a little bit lively and full, so I invited a bunch of friends over, and a little bit of chaos ensued. You'll probably notice the frame rate looks cluttered at sometimes because I was on an internet connection and did have lots of people coming and going from my island throughout making this, but I think in a way that adds to its charm, because you wouldn't go to an empty Renaissance festival, they're always crowded. Oh, welcome to the festival. We've got to pick up our tickets and go. This is a little photo op at the gates with the Cinderella carriage. Click, 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 selfie time. This is my little pirate area. It will probably grow as I encounter Gulliver more times. But I wanted to make different stages. I think of this as the Mermaid Stage because it's right next to the pirate area. It has sandy ground and I added some shell accessories like the speakers and things. Around the festival, I have tons of stalls, I have a costume rental place, woodworkers, ceramics. I really wanted to mimic the kinds of vendors and artists that I do see at festivals. And I really wanted to have different types of stages, different flavors, vibes, because there are so many kinds of shows. It's not just musicians or just theater when you go to a big event like this. So I think of this as a little music stage. I still have my pumpkin patch up from Halloween. I like it so much I don't want to take it down, and I knew that I would have to use pumpkins for the Thanksgiving event too. So I just left it. It's cute. I wanted to use the giant monster statue as a dragon, and so I did a little photo op stand there. I made a lot of the QR codes. Oh, I don't even know if they're called QR codes anymore. That was from the DS. They're not QR codes any longer. I made a lot of the custom designs myself, and I'll add a maker address and also my dream address if you would like to visit my island and download the ones that I didn't make. There's a whole lane of vendors. I have a hat vendor, a popcorn machine, one stall that's all musical instruments, and then the fortune teller area. If I change things around, I would make the fortune telling area bigger so I can put more candles on the ground around it. And here's my fairy forest. The fairy forest is the most important part of the Renfest Island, because I spend 90% of my time in a fairy forest. I based it on the real fairy forest that I dwell in, with the huge log benches, and then also the little snail mushroom stump. It's little details like that that mean so much to me in this. That's my little moon garden, and this is my stone circle. It's not so Renfest, but I do think it's magical, and I mean, you know my favorite part of Renaissance festivals, so it works for my island. This is Games Alley, like I'm saying. Games to play like carnival games, a maze. I was going to do Ta-Da, but she lost, so instead, apologetic. That's what I have there quickly. I really love that swatch of the colorful wheel, the win or lose. Oh, and this is my favorite part of the Games Alley, is the axe throwing. As you can see, I put benches just about everywhere, benches and flower carts. I thought that would really add to the vibe. I call this upcoming theater the Golden Rose Theater, and it was actually what inspired me to make my island a Renaissance festival. I had the theater before I had any other feature implemented or put together. I just really wanted a theater by the museum for stage plays. There's my Mermaid Grotto, a bee stand, and my cafe. That pretty much shows the western half of my island in one big long walk across. The mermaid area is of course right on the beach. In this little hidden corner, I put a statue garden, which I think is quite charming, but it is also just a lot of fakes, which is funny to me. There's everyone together in a group photo of the Golden Rose Theater. The detail that I love that I don't know if anyone would have noticed. I have hidden speakers all over behind other items playing KK Lucky, which sounds the most like Renaissance Festival music to me. Maybe if you kept your eyes out through the whole video, you would see other little KK Lucky speakers. I got some shots at sunset too, and this was without a bunch of friends on my island. I think it was even the next day, so there aren't leaves blowing around so much. Well, the leaves are much cuter. Walking around my island, I tried to use the whole thing. Different areas for different themes. I have a cafe, I have a little sitting area. My villagers still have houses, and I pretty much left my villagers' houses undisturbed. The costume rental shop, I loved collecting the outfits for it, and here's just the craziness of sharing a festival island with friends. And of course it's very fun filling your wand with outfits whenever you visit someplace. I'm so glad my friends played along and all dressed up and all filled their wands with Winfest outfits as well. Most of these friends are also performers or workers at the Renaissance Festival that we go to. So we miss it, and we were very in the spirit of things. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the tour of my island. I don't know when or if I will do another one. This isn't typical for my channels. This isn't typical for the content I've been making, but it was a lot of fun. I don't have a capture card, so this was all edited together and spliced together from the standard 30-second clips that Nintendo allows you to record. I hope I didn't miss anything fun on my island, and I hope you had a fun time watching. Well, till next time.